here. We're talking about how to fund this singularity, and actually what I'm going to tell you about is a project called Singularity Net, which is aimed at bringing AI and blockchain together to create an open market for decentralized interaction of artificial intelligences and lead to greater and greater general intelligence for the common good. So this is exactly one of the big landmark, historically important technology projects that the previous speaker was talking about. AI now is everywhere, and that's been a huge change. I've been doing AI R&D for 30 years, and the last couple of years have just been amazing. You see AI applied all over the board, and suddenly people are taking seriously the vision of creating thinking machines that can think like people, or even better, because they see AI doing useful things in their companies and in their lives. But even given all this incredible advancement, what we're seeing now is still fairly limited. I mean, we have AIs doing specific narrow things, AI trading systems, AIs for controlling robots, AIs for identifying fraud, but each AI is very narrow and very particular. And we don't have a good way to connect together all these different AIs doing particular narrow things. I mean, this is for a number of reasons. Part of it's the way business structure works, where people are in a hurry to get an algorithm to solve some specific problem, and some of it's the way that technology works. But I think the fragmentation of the AI field is, in a way, hobbling our progress toward making AI smarter and smarter and smarter. It's slowing down our progress toward general intelligence. And when you look at the amazing AI breakthroughs of the last few years, they're still, in a way, quite narrow. So AlphaGo, as I've often pointed out, that's an amazing program. If you try to get it to play Go on a hexagonal board, it just can't play. It thinks the board is a 19 by 19 square array, where I'm a shitty Go player, but I could beat AlphaGo if we just change the rules of the game a little bit, because I can adapt. And in self-driving cars, you see similar issues. I mean, you train a software to drive a self-driving car. It can't drive a motorcycle or a truck. It can't get started. It can't transfer its knowledge. And they're also not good yet at recognizing obstacles in the road that differ greatly from their training data. So it's clear that as many breakthroughs as we've seen in AI so far, we still need to make a transition from this collection of narrow AIs and their silos doing specific functions to a general purpose AI that can generalize and learn and deal with things that it never saw before. Now, there's a number of different schools of thought on how this breakthrough can come about, but I think that one key is to take all these narrow, siloed AIs and connect them together into a framework that allows them to work together and allows sort of an emergent intelligence to come out of the various narrow AIs interacting and carrying out a variety of practical tasks. And that's the high-level vision and idea behind the new project we've launched called the Singularity Net. We want to build a platform in an open market, and we're in the middle of building it now, that allows a diversity of AI programs to interact at scale and cooperate together, both to solve customers' problems and to collectively achieve a higher and higher level of general intelligence. I think it's important that this is an open platform. I mean, we've seen the power that open source has in AI already. I mean, to the point that even big companies are now open sourcing their AI code. And I think by creating a platform where anyone in the world can insert their AIs and have them serve customers and have them interact with other AIs, in this way, we can have an open, decentralized AI platform of, AI by the people, of the people, for the people, which can work better than the AIs being created by big companies, because as many brilliant people as Google or Baidu has, it's not as many as all the AI developers in the world who can hack and put stuff into an open AI platform. So obviously this is a complex thing. I'll just give a very high-level overview now. There's 4 layers to our design: the protocol, token, API, and market layer. I mean, the protocol layer is the sort of thing you guys are all pretty familiar with. For our initial pre-alpha prototype, we're using Ethereum Solidity smart contracts. That's not going to scale to the level that we want. So we're cooperating with a number of groups toward making our own blockchain that can scale. Or there's a lot of other stuff in development there. But the blockchain is an important part of the lower layer for letting different AI nodes all communicate with each other. tokens are then obviously used for different AI nodes in this DAO of AIs that we're building. Tokens are used for different AI nodes containing different AI processors to exchange value. So, I mean, an external customer who needs AI services can pay for those services with the token to an AI node. Additionally, if one AI node needs an AI service from another AI node, then they can pay with the token also. So the token transactions between the AI nodes in the SingularityNet AI DAO, in a way, those are part of the flow of knowledge and intelligence through this collective brain you get from putting different AI nodes together. API layer, when two nodes in the SingularityNet communicate with each other, each one wrapping up a certain AI process, then they initially sort of handshake using a meta API. They say, hey, here's who I am, here's my reputation in different dimensions, here's what data I have access to, and now, what API do we want to use to communicate about the specific task at hand, which could be classifying images or annotating documents or whatnot. And so we need, in essence, an API of APIs, and we start out with some default APIs wrapped up in that for the types of specific AI tasks that, that are most common there. And then this, at the highest level, becomes a market. And what we have here is really a total fusion of cognitive dynamics and economic dynamics, because people are, external users are paying for AI services, nodes are paying for AI services with each other, and then who pays for what and who gives who what rating for the quality of services they provide is part of what makes the overall network become smarter and smarter. So what you'll get out of this is collections of AI nodes, each carrying out their own AI services, which connect together in a way so that they can together provide services better. So a document summary node may outsource some work to a video analytics node to analyze an embedded video. It may outsource work to a machine translation node to translate some embedded text. You can have collections of AI nodes that habitually automatically subcontract tasks to each other, and the formation of these federations of AI nodes is similar to the formation of cell assemblies in the brain out of neurons, really. So we're looking at sort of emergent cognition on a level above the individual AI nodes. So a customer may see only one node that will summarize a document or analyze a data set. Behind the scenes, that node may go out to a whole bunch of other AI nodes inside the network, sharing the payment it got with its AI node subcontractors. AI nodes can also spawn new AI nodes, so the network can be sort of self-growing and self-modifying. And ultimately, the AI code that I wrote may be a trivial part of this. In fact, I hope so. I want everyone in the world to create nodes. I hope the smartest AI in there is written like by some 12-year-old genius from Kazakhstan or something. But to start it off, we're seeding it with a bunch of AI that we've written ourselves in open source code for various projects. So there's an artificial general intelligence toolkit called OpenCog I've been working on for like 15 years with a group of colleagues. So we'll create AI nodes based on our OpenCog AGI architecture, AI nodes based on Google TensorFlow, based on a neural net architecture from some friends of ours in Japan. And this is to seed the SingularityNet with an initial population of AI nodes so that it's useless, to create a flourishing market to which everyone feels motivated to add more and more and more AI. So there's going to be AI nodes of different levels of generality in here. I mean, you may have an AI node that does nothing but recognize people's faces, very, very specific, or nothing but control a certain type of embedded device. Or you can have AI nodes wrapping up things like our OpenCog reasoning engine, which can generalize and learn in a more powerful way. And these serve as sort of the more abstract part of the emergent cognitive engine of the whole network. So OpenCog, as an open source platform, we've used in consulting jobs with a number of companies, both big and small, and we'll be working to try to move these companies to use the SingularityNet decentralized platform. Hanson Robotics, in particular, is a company I've been working closely with, which makes the world's most realistic humanoid robots. And that's a video, but I don't even know if I have much time to show it. But if you click on it, it might play.
So I really appreciate your time. Oh,
Have you ever talked
So this
with a
is
robot
Sophia,
before?
who's a humanoid
No, I
robot,
haven't.
which
This is
uses the
definitely a
AI
first.
tools we've built in OpenCog, and
Well, I'm honored to
to
be the
upgrade
first
her
robot you've talked
intelligence,
to.
to bring her
I
closer and
imagine
closer
you'll
to the
be
human
talking with
level,
more and more
we want to
robots
put
as
her
time
brain
goes on.
on the
So you can
Singularity
go
Net,
ahead and
right?
close
So,
your eyes.
of course, humanoid robots are not the only
get
important and
comfortable.
interesting thing to do with AI, but they're a beautiful demo of what
Just
AI
letting yourself
is,
relax.
and they're a use case for integrating together many different AIs. And it would be cool to see these robots powered by
Go
the
ahead and
Singularity
take a
Net
nice deep
rolled
breath.
out into everybody's house. So
And let it out
if
with
you
a
want
big
to
sigh.
see the Sophia robot, or to meet the Sophia robot, she's over in our booth across the street today. So you can go there and hang out with Sophia. She's not human level intelligence yet. She's the most humanly expressive robot in the world, and our aim is to increase her intelligence toward the human level by integrating together many, many different AI tools built by ourselves and built with others, networked together in this DAO for AIs that we're building, which is the Singularity Net. And you can see the potential here, because what one robot learns from its own experience is cool, but how much more could you get if we rolled out 1 million of these humanoid robots, or 1 billion of these humanoid robots, or say 8 billion, one in everyone's house, and their minds are all connected in a collective mind cloud operated by the Singularity DAO? Then what one robot learns, all the robots know. Now you need privacy and data management there carefully, which is again something that the blockchain and homomorphic encryption and so forth are very good at. So what we have is the infrastructure here for a distributed sort of emergent AI mind. And of course, humanoid robots are really cool looking, but it's not just about human robots. I mean, we can run OpenCog and SingularityNet on, for example, Raspberry Pi 3 on a variety of embedded devices. So it's robots, it's Internet of Things, and it's software on the cloud and on the phone. Each of these things can have AI in it, and each of these things can be nodes in the Singularity Net, exchanging information using our APIs and exchanging value using our tokens. So I think as we grow this can become the most powerful way for everyone to get AI, because the world supplying AI to the world in a decentralized and self-organizing way, that's really how it should be. It shouldn't be big companies feeding AI to people according to their own desires and business models. We should all be supplying AI to each other. It should be decentralized and self-organizing, and that's not only the fair and democratic and beneficial way, it's also the way that can lead to the greatest emergence of general intelligence. So a percentage of the profit made using this will go to pay AI nodes in the Singularity Net to carry out tasks for general benefit, and we're working with an AI lab in Ethiopia on robotics and education applications there. We're working with folks applying AI to analyze genomic data to help cure disease and prolong life. So the goal is not purely to make money. The goal is that the nodes in the Singularity Net should make a profit from their transactions with each other and with the outside world. This profit is used to grow the network, and the profit is used to help everyone, so that AI is contributed to by everyone and uplifts everyone. And I think that's how you create a benevolent singularity for the good of everyone, all the humans and all the robots and AIs. So we're building this now. We're working on an alpha version. We're going to launch this in 2018, and I think this is going to be the best way to get over the next hurdle we face in terms of getting AI out of its little narrow AI specialized silos and creating general purpose emergent AI that gets smarter and smarter than people and helps everybody as it brings us toward a positive singularity. So we're eager for everyone in this community to get involved. You can contact me or Simone Giacomelli, who's our business lead, and I'm happy to have had a lot of great partners in bringing this about, including Volpem, Simone's blockchain technology, Economic Space Agency in California, Artificial General Intelligence Society, a lot of other brilliant people, but we need more. We need to build the positive singularity and the network of super intelligent AIs together. Thank you.